Hi guys, 10 Exit, life and business as usual? Never again. This is Marina Simon with you today. I am so happy to be with you here. So today I want to address something that is called the secret formula. This is on a book that I really love that is called .com Secrets by Russell Brunson. He's a guru on direct marketing. So it's a very, very simple formula. It's just 4 basic steps, right? One is who. The second is where. The third is bait. The fourth is result. Good. So what do we mean by that? All right. So when you have a business, it's super important to know who is your ideal public, right? So you can really address to them. And at the end of the day, you are trying to service a certain kind of public with your product or service, right? So you need to really, really know who that person is so you can float them by the door, either in a brick and mortar or either in the internet or whatever is that you offer your service. Okay, so question number 1 is who? Who is your dream customer, right? You ask yourself, okay, who do I really want to work with? That's an important thing, that you have, affinity for that kind of people or the person you're choosing to work with, right? So you choose it carefully. Now, what kind of questions do you ask yourself? Who are my dream clients? What do they like? What are they passionate about, right? You really need to know them. What are their goals, their dreams, and their desires? What are the offers I could create that will attract them and repel everyone else? So you really need to know who is that particular person you're selling with. In a prior episode, I was talking about the avatar, about your ideal customer. That's basically, you need to find out who is that you want to serve with your product or service. So that is the first thing you need to know in order, to have a successful business. The next thing is where. Where are my dream customers congregating? How do I reach them, right? Because they're there and they're already congregated somewhere that I need to find out if I really know who am I attracting. So you don't have to get them congregating. They're already there, but you need to find where they are. So questions that you might ask is, what are the top websites that my dream customers already go to? Because they already go somewhere to get some kind of service, right? Or products. What forums or message boards do they participate in? Where are they? Where are they located? What are the Facebook groups they participate in? Right? You go into Facebook and you find a myriad of Facebook groups. Okay, where do this particular guy that I'm trying to service is located at? Who are the influencers they follow on Facebook and Instagram? Who are their opinion leaders? Who do they listen to? What podcast do they listen to? Right? If they like podcasts instead of Facebook, okay, so which podcasts? What are the email newsletters they're subscribed to? What blogs do they read? What channels are they following on YouTube? What keywords are they searching for in Google to find information? Right? You really find, where the hell are they? Right? So I can go there and find them and get them to come over and visit me so I can serve them better. All right. And then the question 3, we said, right, it was the bait. Now, the bait. What is the bait? What is a bait? A bait is a hook that it will bring them to you, right? A hook, a story, and an offer that it will bring them to you. There is like fish, right? They're swimming in very, very red oceans where everybody is biting themselves because it's a very, very heavy market. Right? Very wanted. So how do I bait them into my other side, into the blue ocean where there's no red around, but I'm serving that clientele in the ocean that is a very, very active market. So let me put it in other words. It's called red ocean and blue ocean. Why is that? Blue ocean is where there's nobody, right? There's no blood. In a red ocean, everybody is biting each other to bring the client over because there's a lot of providers for that service and everybody wants it. It's a very, very hot market. So what you're doing basically is offering something really special, but for a market that is already active. You're not looking for a market that is empty, or you're not looking for a new market. The market is there. The clients are there, but you're bringing them over because you're offering to them something different. And that's how you bait them. So what is the bait you'll use to attract your dream customers? Right? If you really know them, you'll know how to attract their attention and then service them better than your competition. Right? That's where your hook story and offer comes. Your offer is much better than the offer of your competition, right? And the last question is, what is the unique result or value that you can create for your dream customer? So it is, what result do you want to provide to them? It's not the product or service you want to sell them, check it out. It's not about the products and services. A business is about what result you can get for your clients. Once you understand that concept, the price is no longer a barrier. Check this out. So let's see that it's a very competitive market, right? And what do people normally teach you in school to do when you have a competitive market? How do you compete with others or against others? Drop your price, correct? Well, flunk! Because what happened when you continue to drop prices, because it's a very competitive market? You know, businesses succumb and they close. They can't survive that kind of competition. So how do you thrive in a competitive market? You become the most expensive provider. How? Well, you offer something and you add value that your competition is not giving them. You over provide your customer. And you give them an offer that is so amazingly good that they can't say no. And that's the way you thrive. You become the most expensive one, but you deliver a high value for your customer. And what happened is price is no longer an issue. They will come to you because you service them, because you're giving them something totally different than the rest of them are thriving to have them coming into your market. Isn't it interesting? Well, I just want to tell you a little story of how this, it's such simple 4 steps, but how it makes a difference for thriving or succumbing as a business. I had a friend in Mexico whose parents were very well known. They were dancers, they were actors, and they were, in their 60s now. They came to the United States, to a small town, and they decided to put this tapas, a Spanish show restaurant with Spanish food, and, they were Spanish, they cooked pretty good, and they danced. Well, what happened is they didn't know their avatar. So here they are, they scoop every last single penny they had. It was painful to see, from retirement. And they put it in this show and this business and this restaurant. They got this huge space. They didn't start with something small. They didn't find out who their avatar was, who were they servicing. They didn't do their homework. They didn't know where their ideal customer was. Where was it congregated? What kind of value can they add that the other people weren't giving them, right? So what happened is they came in and they opened up, right? And that huge space, huge meals they were providing. But guess what happened? Nobody was showing up. The crickets were singing. It was painful to see. So they thought, okay, I'll call my friends and family, right? So they can come and see us, right? So they did. They called and they did this and that. But, it lasted just for a little while, maybe the first 2 weeks. and then it emptied out. They wanted to continue to succeed, past their 60s. They didn't want it to get older. And then they wanted to get their family together by putting this family business. But they hit this wall, and it was because they didn't have this simple tech of finding who is my ideal customer. What is that ideal customer of mine is struggling with? What are their pains? What are their desires? What are their goals? And then me setting up an offer that is fulfilling those desires. First knowing where they are at, right? Locating them and bringing them over. So there you have it. That is the sad story of my friend. I guess they're, at the end of the day, they had to close their business, and that was the last time they worked. But if they would have known better these simple 4 steps, they will have succeeded on their enterprise, in their enterprise. So there you have it, my friends. I hope it was a good episode, and I'll see you tomorrow in our next episode. Have an awesome day.